Welcome to the Festival of Storytellers. I thank everybody that's involved with this process, because we know writers need readers and writers need publishers.
Experience is not about the publisher, it is about us, the authors.
Am I on right now? Okay. I'm Dave Tuttle. I'm the author of Soul License Tips and Tales, and I thought what might be good today is to show you how to meditate. I've been meditating for many decades. Sam, am I able to see the people that are here? Anyway, I've been meditating for many decades and using transcendental meditation, which costs a little bit of money. They basically charge you according to your income. So it could be, let's say under $25,000, it could be $500 they would charge you and let you pay quarterly and things like that. But at the time I actually began, it was about a week's salary, which I wasn't making much money, so it didn't make much difference. But it's a very good meditation technique. And I thought I would basically show you the techniques and we can go through a little meditation, but I'm going to use a made-up mantra rather than the mantra that you would get from transcendental meditation. And basically, if you could just sit in a straight back chair and preferably be in a room where you would not be interrupted, would be good. And before you meditate, we'll take 2 big breaths, and it's and then repeat the mantra that I give you. We'll do that out loud, and then we'll do it in our minds, and just keep repeating the mantra, coming gently back to the mantra, and so on. If you hear a noise, you just come back to the mantra very gently, never harshly. If someone speaks or something, you just ignore them and come back to the mantra gently. And you'd normally do this in a fashion that would a place where you would not be disturbed. But I found that after you've meditated for a while, you can actually meditate about anywhere with transcendental meditation. The other meditations that you can run into, and they're all over the internet, usually take a longer time. and I don't find them as effective. So this is just my personal opinion. But I think we can. Hi, Jessica. Nice to see you. I think we can do this. Let's see. Oh, and at the end of the meditation, you in fact, what happens is if you can go so low that it'll basically you'll have to catch a breath. So don't be alarmed at that. You're probably not going to do that the first time. And then when the meditation is ended, you come out of it slowly, and you don't get up right away. Otherwise, you'll get a headache because you're slowing down your metabolism. You're slowing down your heartbeat. Does many good things for you. So it's something you don't want to don't to miss out on and have it end with a headache. Reiki is Jessica says, what is Reiki? It's basically a healing service with hands on, hands off. And it came from a Japanese tradition. Guy by the name of Yusui brought it to us, and he used it in hospitals in Japan in the early 20s and 30s, 1920s and 30s. But the very effective healing for anyway, like in a hospital situation or just healing yourself. That's right, Elizabeth Schultz. Life and death are interconnected, very much so. But in that book, my book gets into that quite a bit and tells you how. Good question. Actually, your soul exists both inside and outside the body. This is from Christian. It's a thing that on the other side you have your soul, and your soul it's hard to explain, but it's in many parts, and it can send, you got that part here, but you're getting it from the other side, and your soul is very versatile. So it doesn't make any sense if you believe it's inside or outside. It's both. Okay. If you don't have any further questions, we can go start into the meditation. You can basically just close your eyes, relax, and I gave you a false mantra. For TM, they give you a real mantra. And for that, when you do that, you keep it in your head and you never repeat it outside. You want to keep it kind of holy. This is just, I'm going to give you a mantra, Zing. So repeat. When we start meditating, I'll do that with you, and then just do it in your head, and we can go into the meditation. Okay, close your eyes. Just say Z-ing, Z-ing, Z-ing. Now say it inside your head. Z-ing. And keep doing that. And when you come to a thought or something, just come back to the mantra. I'll meditate a little bit too. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Michael. You bet, Bob. You're welcome, Jessica. Jessa. You're welcome, Jessica. I'll just give you a little note here. Usually you meditate for about 20 minutes in the morning and 20 in the afternoon after work and before meals, because if you meditate after a meal, you'll be fighting your digestive system trying to calm down. And before you start, it's a good idea to take a couple of deep breaths. Hold it in for about 4 or 5 seconds. Take it in through your nose and release it from your mouth. Do that about twice, and that will relax your body enough to bring you easily into the meditation to start out with. You'll find that if you do this for a 30-day period, your relatives and friends will start noticing a difference in you. Sometimes you might not realize it yourself, but obviously I think some of you are getting good meditations right now. But it'll make it so that small things don't bother you, and the large things can be more easily forgotten and glossed over. Things you can't deal with, you can deal with energy. Send light and love to a situation. We've got about 8 minutes left. If anybody has any questions, or you can just keep meditating. My book is Soul Licensed Tips and Tales. You'll see in the book quite a few things that I've talked about that will help you in your life path, and see how easy it is to connect with the other side on a daily basis, things like that, and a lot more. Thank you, Timothy. Meditation will help you ground. Um, if you're talking about the actual grounding, you can walk around barefooted in your grass. You can walk barefooted on a beach. You can also buy things from earthing.com. They have sheets and pillowcases, things like that, that are quite effective. My wife and I have used those for probably 7 years, maybe. It's all in the book, but take a while to tell you. But I started reading spiritual books back decades ago, and have just moved on from that point to where I am now. Just collecting more information as I went along. Well, thank you for being with me today, and I've got a few more coming up, so if you're not busy, you can do those too. That's great to hear, Bob. I'm glad to have given you that mantra. It works. I made that mantra up and it works effectively. So it's interesting. I tried it also. With when you're taught transcendental meditation, you're supposed to keep that particular mantra to yourself. But obviously, I was led by angels to come up with this one for you guys, and it works because I was trying it myself. That's right, Betty. I agree. I'm out in the foothills every day, either biking or running, or and there's a nice little nature area there with a creek and trees and such. Depends on the weather, but I'll be out there every day regardless. Thanks for that comment, Betty. Uh, let's see. That's interesting question. I've read different things about Eastern religions and so forth, Buddhism and all that. I don't subscribe to every bit of it. I have a little difference in opinion on the karma portion, but the things I've read have been they've been from channeled things in books from psychics. I've read their biographies, which are quite interesting. But I haven't gotten too much into other religions, except for the basic Eastern, a little New Age thrown in. It's kind of a hodgepodge of everything I've learned from reading and putting it together and seeing what resonates with me. Okay. I guess that's time to cut it off. So it's been good being with you, and have a great day.